Test 1 2 3. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam. Selamat petang. Okey, kembali kita lagi pada hari ini, hari Rabu, 28 hari bulan Mac. Okey, minggu terakhir untuk bulan Mac. So, hari ini kita akan bersambung dengan Identifying High Probability Trade Strategy Part 2. So, basically minggu lepas kita cover apa itu High Probability Setup dan macam mana kita nak gunakan gabungan dalam price action untuk mencari high probability trade strategy. So hari ini saya akan sambungkan untuk benda yang kita stop last week. Saya masih belum sihat sepenuhnya, so minta maaf kalau ada batuk sedikit. Okay, so untuk penafian sila ambil masa anda untuk membaca disclaimer yang ada di dalam ni. Okay, ini adalah saya Tukisha, trainer di Hot Forex, biasa di HF Education Center Malaysia. Saya bersama dengan Hot Forex sejak daripada 2017. Ini kira genap setahun saya dengan Hot Forex. Ini tahun kedua saya bersama dengan Hot Forex. Okay, yang mana saya telah trading dan investasi sejak daripada 2012. Okay, so konsep saya mudah seperti saya selalu tekankan dalam webinar saya. Okay, do your research, identify and action. But the most important thing is trust yourself. Okay, dalam high probability setup, trust yourself yang paling penting. Okay, kita cuba trust ourselves, keep it simple, yang mana less is more. That means less risk will provide you a more consistency. Okay, remember that. Bukan more profit, tapi more consistency. Okay, profit will come after consistency with you. Kalau tak ada consistency, it's difficult for us to get profit in trading. Okay, essence trading, dalam trading kita ada 4 jenis. Essence utama, asas utama dalam trading: fundamental analysis, technical analysis, money management atau risk management, dan trade psychology. Okay, ini 20% saja sebenarnya. Okay, yang mana ini 80% daripada kita punya trading. So, adalah penting untuk kita menjaga risk dan trading psikologi kerana ini yang menjadi asas utama untuk konsistensi seorang trader. Okay, so dalam high probability setup seperti biasa, ini juga yang memainkan peranan utama untuk kita mendapat konsistensi sebenarnya. Okay, dalam high probability trade strategy untuk price action, ada beberapa kriteria yang kita perlu ketahui. Tapi yang penting, risk management dan trading psikologi haruslah dalam keadaan yang terbaik untuk kita trading. So, basic essential of price action. Okay, last week we covered this one. Basic essential of price action is support resistance. When you have support resistance, the next thing that we need to know is candlestick pattern, and the market structure is there. Is market structure there, and then we use a Fibonacci retracement as supporting tool, if possible. And the last one is the risk management. How we want to manage the risk. Okay, let me go one by one. Okay, we open the chart. Okay, this is basic of the Euro USD pair for a daily chart. Some of you maybe it's not a day trader, some of you want to go more intraday or day trader. Okay, let's we go for the H4 chart. What the difference? Basically, nothing, not much different for the daily and H4. For the high probability setup, the best time frame to use is actually at the daily or H4. But today I'll try to get some more setup with you all. So we will work with the H4 setup, okay? So this is the H4 setup. This is H4 resistance. This is H4 support. And this is the next resistance. Okay, this is the next support. More we look for the clear support resistance. Here is not so clear. Here is the support. up here, okay, here and here and here. Okay, more or less this is our support resistance structure. More or less this is our support resistance structure. If I adjust a bit, okay, this is more nicely draw support resistance area. Okay, but the line we should consider area untuk kita punya trading. Okay, high probability setup. Okay, last Monday we have a reversal here. Okay, reversal pattern. It's not so nice, but still a reversal pattern. A pin bar here. So we have a reversal pattern that we can take the trade. Okay, the key here is rule number one. Okay, let me go for rule number one. High probability setup. Rule number one, it must happen at SNR area, which is we saw just now in the chart is already comply. Okay, it's happened at the SNR area. Okay, so the rule number two. What is the rule number two? As I said, is reversal candlestick pattern. Reversal candlestick pattern. Okay. Rule number two untuk high probability setup is reversal candlestick pattern. Okay, where we see here, we have a reversal pattern. Okay. When we have a reversal pattern, next, what should we know? Okay. As per, try to see the structure of the markets or whatever information we can get. Okay. Based on this information, we know this is quite influential support resistance area. It have history here and here. If we go back, we have more history, but right now we focus on here. So this is the history that we have. Okay, the influential support resistance area. Okay, structure. And now we create a reversal at the influential support and resistance area. Okay, next, what should we know? Okay, let's say we want to add in the Fibonacci. Add in Fibonacci, swing high to swing low. Okay, we have a 78.6 reversal also happen at here. Okay, in which you can see here, 78.6 here is a reversal rejection. If we look for the minor structure, this is also a support resistance area. Okay, you can see here support resistance, this is resistance, this is resistance. Okay, remember, Fibonacci also can act as a support resistance area. You can see this is support for this small structure, up, down, and up. Here the resistance, here the resistance. So here also the resistance. So this is where what we call a confluence area. A confluence area yang mana all happen at the almost same place. Okay. First, support resistance. Second, candlestick reversal pattern. Okay. Third, market structure. The market structure here, Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci, and then coincide also the small support resistance area. Sorry, excuse me. So what should we do? Okay, when the next step is, okay, try to get the confluence. Okay, sorry, not this one, this one. Reversal candlestick pattern, and then market structure or Fibonacci retracement. So this one we have already. The next step is you need to know is wait for the candlestick to be completed. Always remember this rule. Okay, wait for the candlestick to be completed. So bila dah complete candlestick, okay, complete H4, 4 hour, after 4 hour is complete, then we can take the trade. Okay, then we can take the trade. Seriously. Baru kita boleh take the trade. Now, trade management. Okay. Entry. Strategy. There are multiple entry strategy that we can use. Okay, like me, I am more on the straightforward trader. Straightforward trader, that means once the candlestick close, I will go for my entry. Okay. Oh, sorry. I will take my first entry here. And where is my stop loss? Okay, my risk, when I take the entry, my risk is always above the last candle. Approximate 10 pip above or 5 pip above. So, this is my risk. So, I know my risk already. I adjust my risk. It's about 59. Okay, just nice. We make it 60. Okay, 60 pip is my risk. So, where is my target? My target usually is minimum 1-to-1 ratio. It's about 60 here. Here, more or less, in which we reached just now, or 1.5, about 90 pips. So this is my risk and this is my reward. Okay, that is the first entry strategy yang I selalu gunakan. Okay, yang I selalu gunakan is like this. And the most simplest, I think everybody is clear. Candle close saja, terus entry. Because we see all the confirmation already. Candle close, entry. Okay, another way of entry is this. Okay, another way of entry is I split my entry. My first entry is here. Okay, you can see. Ya, kecilkan sikit. But my second entry, where is my second entry? Kalau second strategy, I akan buat splitting strategy. Splitting strategy is that mean entry 1 is here and entry number 2 is here. Sell limit. I will put the sell limit. So what happened is, so if the price going back, this is my risk management. I will put the same. Okay. Okay. This one is the second type of entry. Instant entry. Okay. I akan split dua. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. So what is this? Is entry strategy. I have two way. Okay, number one is instant entry. Okay, type number one. Type number two, we call it split entry. So the difference is two entry point at size half of instant entry. So type 1. Type 1 entry. Okay. So what does it mean? Okay. If type 1 we entry, let's say 0.1, then type 2 we split to two entry of 0.05. Okay, ini type 1 . So ada dua jenis entry yang kita boleh ambil. So what is the difference? The difference is the probability. That is the difference. Okay. Like if we take the type 1, it continue to go down. Okay. We fully in profit. But if we split half, instant half, and then we put the sell limit half of the reversal candle, what happened? Only one entry is triggered. Instead of 0.1, only 0.05. 0.05 type 2, only one trigger. Here, not trigger because why? There is no reversal. So sell limit is delete after sometimes. Why? Because of the price non-trigger. So there are two type. Okay. Okay. Type 1 versus type 2 entry. Okay, bezanya for this like this, you will get the book full profit. But if like this, you only get half the entry, another half not trigger. The difference is only here. So your stop loss will be 60 pips, let's say. But here, we reduce the risk. Here, stop loss of 60 pips. But we see excuse me. Now, since we have type 2 and 3, so that means one position is 60 pips, one position maybe on the 36 pips. So if the price move up, trigger here, hit stop loss, you have less loss in type 2 as compared to type 1. But the profit type 1 is more than type 2. So, bila dekat sini, where here, what we know is every type, what type of 1 or type 2 has its own advantage and disadvantage. If you ask me personally, I'm more on the type 1 as compared to type 2. If you ask me personally. Because why? I just put one entry, I have my own stop loss calculated, and profit target is calculated. So my favorite is more the type 1. Tapi ada setengah benda dia nak few entry dia boleh letak type 2 punya entry. But at the end of the day, this risk management is depend on the entry. Okay, so let me look onto the risk management. Risk management. Okay, risk management, usually I will advise risk only 2% of the risk from total equity. And try to target at least 2% or more from the entry. So, usually I letak 2 to 4%. Okay? Rewards. Why? Because if we have the statistic, okay, kalau statistik kita tengok statistik trader, not all trader is 100% profitable. Even if you want to get 70% profitable, also difficult. So that is the risk part of the. So, and then bila price jalan, okay, let's say price move. Okay, kita guna type 1 lah. Okay. Instead entry target profit. So, how do I manage the risk to minimize the risk when the trade is running? Okay. Example, if we entry here, then price coming down. So, bila price dah turun, what we need to do? Okay, usually I use the tool that what we call trailing stop. Okay, trailing stop. Okay, for example, this is a demo account. Let's say when we sell, okay, we get the sell trigger. So what happened is, alamak, mana ni? Okay, what happened is, usually my stop loss something like this lah. Okay, my stop loss something like this. Okay, I will calculate how much my stop loss is. Let's say 56 pips. So what I'm doing is I will right click the entry here, modify. It's not modify, sorry. So right click it, trailing stop, custom. I put the trailing stop equal to stop loss. Let's say 500. equivalent to 50 pips. So apa jadi bila price dah turun lebih kurang 50 pips, stop loss ni akan automatic so bila kita pakai trailing stop, kita letak 60 pip, bila price dah turun sampai sini, let's say our target is behind, based on the stop loss, when the price achieve 60 pip, let's say, the stop loss automatic down to your entry point. And even when it down, the stop loss will push down, push down, push down, push down. So it will trail the entry. So daripada risk management situ, what we know is when the price is moving more than what you risk, you can go for the zero risk. Why? If the price coming back hit that, we will get the break even or some profit. Okay, clear. So the risk management typically what okay, trade management. Trade management. Trailing stop. Let's say trailing stop. Our stop loss is 60 pips, so trailing stop equal to stop loss. So if we have the TP more than 1-to-1 ratio, let's say stop loss 60 pips, TP 120 pips, what happens when the price is in profit 60 pips? It will automatically break even and it will follow you down. So the good side of this is you will not occur a loss in your entry. Okay, itu advantage of trailing stop. Apabila trailing stop activate, selalunya kita dalam keadaan dah profit. Okay, like this one. Kita tengok chart. We get our target, we approaching our target after 8 candle, 9 candle, maybe we will achieve our target here. So it's quite a straightforward punya analysis, tapi it's very important. Okay, same like here. Okay, if we see here, we have a Fibonacci level, bottom here, and then we have a support. Okay, sini. Okay, kita tengok tak payah tengok, kita tengok setakat sini ya. So here is the support area. If you swing, the Fibo also is 23.6. Okay, confluence of the Fibonacci. And then this is also a bottom. So supposedly it's not like this, it's supposed like this. When we draw Fibonacci, we can see, oh sorry, the price is reversed around 61.8. Okay, that one we confirm after we get the three outside bar here. Okay, kita nampak ini reversal pattern. Bila nampak reversal pattern, baru kita ambil yang mana Kalau kita punya stop loss, if we take here, that means our stop loss is quite nice, 35 pips, let's say. So price go up, go up, go up, go up. Based on this is our risk. It's about 35 pips, and our reward is about, let's say, 45 pips. So, suara tak ada. The typical setup of the high probability, actually, we combine everything and then we can get a good price movement and good high probability of the win. Okay, let's say we look on the right now, maybe we will have, let's see, chart window, gold. Okay, gold, what happened yesterday? Why it reversed? Okay, it reversed because reject the resistance here and resistance here, never mind. Okay, you look, you can see a reversal in the gold. So, reversal in the gold, and then it going down. But why I want to show you gold, if we zoom in, this may be a trick for us. Let's say we take the trade here. Okay, when we confirm. When we have a confirm, here, stop loss. Okay, it's approximate from the high is about 10 pips. What happened? You can see here. They are shadow that hunting the stop loss. Selalunya akan terkena stop loss. Akan terkena stop loss. So, this price action is a high probability price action. Tapi usually it will hit our stop loss. So what should we do? When it hit our stop loss, try to look into the direction of the candlestick. And you can see engulfing pattern is observed as well. And still happen at the resistance. So if I take high-low here, reversal at 78.6, it's nice already. Okay, support resistance, retracement. So when we take this trade, maybe we hit loss, but then we cover back here. Stop loss is about 95. We go for minimum 95 or about 150. Our target is already achieved. After 7 candle, about 24 hour, 28 hour. Okay, so what happened? Bila ini trading stop activate di sini, so price keep coming down. So high probability setup doesn't guarantee you. What I want to say is, okay, this is maybe with the first entry. High probability setup doesn't guarantee that it's all a winnable setup, no. But high probability setup provide you a good opportunity to ride on the reversal pattern or continuation pattern and provide us information that we can use to be a consistent trader. Okay, ini kalau minimum 1 to 1 ratio. Sorry ya. Okay, here. 1-to-1 ratio is minimum here. Okay. Kalau 1-to-2, saya jarang guna 1-to-2. Our target is here. Is it possible? Maybe. Maybe dia akan sampai. But right now, what happened is, the price turun, we are in profit already, based on here 90 pips. So if we use a trading stop, price akan turun, stop loss akan turun, maintain turun sampai kita hit profit. Kalau dia reverse, dia akan trigger stop loss ini, break even positif, we still in profit. Okay, so the key I use here, stop loss, yes, I use. Okay, I still use stop loss, but I add another function, trailing stop. Trailing stop allow us to ride on the trend if we want to go for the higher risk reward ratio. Clear? That is the high probability setup. High probability setup allow us to look into the confirmation. But the key is we need to understand. It's not only the reversal pattern or everything. About the risk management also important. About the risk management also important because why? Because if like gold, movement is big, maybe we can reduce the lot size. Okay? Maybe we can reduce the lot size. Okay? High probability setup is not about the stop loss everything. Okay? If SL is big, we can consider to reduce the entry size, or we call it volume. That's the key. Okay, if SL is big, we still can entry. Let's say I have, based on my experience, is only few 50 pips stop loss. I cannot go further because I'm a bit worried. No, don't worry. If you entry 0.1, you can reduce your size to 0.05. Okay, that's why when we use this, remember that tool, trading calculator, this percentage calculator is very important. Okay, because why? Let's say we go for gold, ada tak gold sini? Tak ada. Let's say we go for Euro USD, if we sell at 1.2456, sell, if our stop loss is too big to, let's say, 2700, that means about 200 pip plus to 500, 1000, let's say we want to risk, let's say 2%, then the entry size is 0.01. But if our stop loss is 100 pip, we can increase our lot size. That's the difference. Because why the difference? Usually, let's say, Euro USD only 100 pips stop loss. But if we work with the GBP JPY, okay, let's say now is 150, you want to sell, usually stop loss may be 200 pips. But if you calculate the risk, 0.01. Okay, remember, but if stop loss is, let's say, small, 0.02, if smaller, let's say 50 pips only, 0.04. So risk management is not about how many people stop loss, but the size of the entry, lot size of the entry. Ramai yang loss besar sebab apa problem? Dia fixkan lot, dia variablekan stop loss. High probability setup mean that the good management of the all technical and sentiment if possible, and then the good risk management. Okay, the good risk management in terms of lot size and everything. And finally, your psychology will be peace of mind. Because why? Okay, number 7, psychology. Peace of mind. Why? Because we know how much the risk already we take, how much the possible profit that we have. So all that thing already provide you the enough information for us to trade. Okay. So clear. Ada apa soalan? Kita ada 10 minit lagi. High probability setup, that mean consider everything. It's not only technical. It must also have a risk management. Because why? We know the probability. How much the probability of the win. Okay? And the important part is here. When we have the strategy, either existing or new, always back testing. Why? To get the statistic. Okay? And always forward testing to verify the statistic. Ini yang ramai yang tak ada. Okay, macam tadi saya tunjuk dalam chart ni. How we can know? Okay, one way is using the, sekejap ah. One way we can use is back testing. One of the best way if you use the simulator. Okay, simulator MT4. Simulator MT4 usually I use a simple. Okay, I use a simple simulator MT4. I think you can watch here. I just use view strategy tester. Let's say it's not a supervisor. Let's say we put indicator. Just okay, ISDM or anything. ATR. So H1 tick maybe from last week. The best back testing is visual mode. So period, let's say H4. So we start. This is the cheapest back tester. Okay. So when we have like this, we can load the we can see the data here. So what happened when it moving, you can use your drawing tool to analyze everything. But the other way around, you can try to Google on the website. You can Google on the website. You can see a few provider of the back testing data. That means the MT4 simulator for you to trade back testing. Okay, why part of statistic? Build confidence level. Seriously, when we talk, or the most manual one is, this is the most manual one that we can use is, just delete everything. Okay, I just scroll back, scroll back, scroll back, scroll back, scroll back, and I try to look one by one. Okay, let's say this is the resistance, this is the support. Okay, so I just use the arrow, go right. Okay, we know this is resistance. Okay, let's say go right, go right, go right. Okay, we can see here is reversal. Okay, no candlestick pattern. Okay, still nothing. Okay, here support, we have a reversal. We have another support down here, and we can see the reversal. From here we can use the strategy for the trade. Right now we see nothing yet, but over the time, okay, when you build the system, you can see, okay, you can see like this one. Okay, I have a reversal here, I have a reversal here. So I try to look to the left. Oh, here is the support, valid. So let's see how much it go. Write down manually on paper. Write down manually on the paper, so you will have the information. Okay, it's always happen because technical part is the history keep repeating itself. You can see breakout, retest. Okay, I have entry here. Let me see. Write down the statistic so you know that how much the win percentage. The best is past 1 year. How much the win percentage? How much the lose percentage? You know that your strategy you use is valid or not. So it helps you to build the high probability trade. High probability trade is the trade that provide you high chances of the winning. High chances of the winning is when this one is the base price action. This three is the technical. Entry strategy is the trade strategy. And then risk management. And then psychology. We combine everything here. If you know fundamental is at the advantage, it provide you a good setup, a good probability. So you know what are you doing. When we know what we are doing, most likely scenario is we can make a profit. Okay, anybody have problem? If you have question, you can ask, but I think everybody now is trying to analyze what is going on. Okay, high probability setup is about the management of your trading strategy. Okay, trade when where there is a high chance of your trade will be a winner. Remember this one. If you don't have a confidence, then don't take the position. Let's say we have entry, but we don't have confidence. Maybe you're 50-50, don't take the trade. Just like that, no problem. Okay? Because everybody have their own way of interpret the analysis. Success rate may be different. Okay? Success rate may be different. There are somebody 90% or 60, 80% or 50%. Even there are some of 40%. But, okay, like I say, but look back. When we look back, When we have confidence, 60-80% is achievable. The key is build the confidence, build the trust. Build the trust to what? To yourself. How we want to build the trust? By the study, back testing, forward testing, get the idea of the strategy. Like I teach you all, price action, price action, price action, support resistance, candlestick pattern, market structure, and Fibonacci. Just as simple. It is very simple, but think back, why most of the traders still try to find a way to trade? Because one thing, psychology is not ready, risk management is not well versed. That make difference. Okay, if semua nak saya ajar technical, easy sebenarnya. Price action dah habis 2 bulan yang lepas. Tapi I want you to understand the market behavior from the psychology part. Itu yang make a difference between a trader and a consistent trader. We look for consistency. Because why? Consistency guarantee you a profit. Okay. So, download the Hot Forex apps. Banyak info dalam tu. Trading calculator pun ada. A lot of information. Baru upgrade baru punya. Okay. So, next week kita akan jumpa. Hari Isnin saya tak ada. Okay, saya minta maaf. Hari Isnin saya keluar kawasan. Hari Rabu kita akan sambung dengan risk management. Sambung lagi risk management. Kalau boring, minta maaf lah. Tapi stay on the price action risk management next Wednesday, 4th of April. Okay. 9 April we'll be back to weekly market preview, developing a trading plan next month. Okay, trading plan, understanding market psychology, part 1 and part 2. Okay, by end of April should be we finish the price action syllabus. Okay, but you will see I keep repeating the same thing because nothing much, but keep repeating the same thing help us to understand things more. Okay, when I teach you all, I understand more. So when you practice, you also will understand more. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope to see you again next week webinar. So apology from my side because I need to stop quite a few times because of still not very well enough. Okay, my health is not in very good condition yet, but I'm improving. So we meet again next week. So good night, everybody. Bye-bye. And have a good trading week to all of you. Bye-bye.